From the heart of the city, straight to your radio. Honest, intimate, real. This is where love gets real and real gets deep. It's not just talk, it's the Love Talk Show. Are you ready? Then let's dive in right now.
Hello everyone, the Love Talk Show is once again on air, and today we are going to talk to you about speed dating. A very good evening to all of you. My name is Peter, and with me my wife Andrea.
Hello everyone. Good evening. Another topic under the light of intelligent love. And I was here mentioning before that everything that is done in a rush usually doesn't bear good consequences. So stay tuned because we are going to talk about this. And if you have been in a date where you entered speeding, what was the consequence of it, and what are the experiences that you have to share with us?
Well, throughout this next hour, we are going to talk about this subject. If you know someone who has been talking about this as a question mark about this, let them to know about this program and to join us. Let's pay attention to this report.
Imagine you are at a train station and you see the express train pulling away. You feel a surge of panic. Everyone else is on board, heading towards their future, and you are left standing alone on the platform. In your desperation, you jump onto the next train without checking where it's going, who's driving it, or if it's even safe. This is the speed dating trap. When the fear of being left behind drives you to marry a stranger. In today's world, the pressure to settle down can be suffocating. Maybe you're feeling the weight of your biological clock, or perhaps your family is constantly asking you when they'll see grandchildren. You see your friends posting housewarming photos and baby announcements, and suddenly your own life feels empty. This desperation creates a dangerous speed in dating. You stop looking for a partner and start looking for a position filler. You aren't falling in love with a person, you are falling in love with the idea of no longer being alone. The problem with speeding is that it blurs your vision. When you are in a rush to reach the altar, you drive right past the red flags. You ignore the inconsistencies, the temper flares, and the fundamental differences because acknowledging them would mean slowing down. And you've convinced yourself you don't have time for that. We see this play out vividly with British pop star Cheryl Cole. In 2014, after a whirlwind 3-month romance, she married French restaurateur John Bernard Fernandez Vicini in a secret ceremony. The speed of the relationship was breathtaking, but the crash was just as fast. Within just 5 months, Cheryl reportedly realized she had made a mistake, and that marriage was officially over in 19 months. She later admitted that the stress of the whirlwind led to significant health struggles and weight loss. Cheryl isn't alone. Hollywood is a graveyard for speed marriages. Britney Spears famously married a childhood friend in Las Vegas after just a few days of impulsive dating, a union that lasted only 55 hours. Kim Kardashian's second marriage to Kris Humphries, which followed a televised fairy tale romance of only 6 months, ended after 72 days. When you marry the fantasy of the moment, you often find yourself divorcing the reality of the person. Statistics prove that time is the best filter for a healthy marriage. According to a study featured in Psychology Today, Couples who date for 2 or more years before getting engaged are 50% less likely to divorce than those who rush into it in the first months. Furthermore, research from the Marriage Foundation suggests that sliding into marriage due to social or family pressure rather than making a slow intentional decision is a primary driver for early marital failure. So I want to ask you today, are you running towards someone or just running away from your own loneliness? Is the pressure you feel coming from your heart or from your Instagram feed? If you were forced to wait 2 years or more to marry the person you are with right now, would you still want to do it? Or would you realize you don't even know who they really are? Don't let the fear of being late trick you into arriving at the wrong destination. Stay tuned to the Love Talk Show because we are going to teach you how to break safely. We'll show you how to handle family pressure and find peace in your own timeline so you can build a love that lasts a lifetime, not just for months.
This is the Love Talk Show on Liberty Radio.
Well, in a time where people they want everything for yesterday, in the time that people are used to have everything quickly, and the new generation more they are the ones complaining the most because they do not know and they did not face how difficult situations were before, and today they have the majority of things in hands in a very fastest way, and they are complaining. People are trying to bring these habits to their love life. In the same way, they today have a meal already prepared and they put it in the microwaves and they just warm it up and it's ready to eat. So people, they do the same, or they try to do the same with their love lives. And they want, for some reason, that in the same way, they are quick to find someone, that the relationship will endure and they will be eternally happy with it. And this is something that it's very difficult to be possible.
And do you, I don't know if you remember, but once you told me this, that sometimes we make decisions and we just want things to work out perfectly, and we don't actually think ahead in what we are about to do. And if the consequences come or whatever, we deal with the consequences afterwards. I don't know if you remember, but that's one of the advices that usually my husband gives me, and it's a very wise one, because everything that we do in a rush, usually you don't have time to think, we don't have time to plan, we don't have time to get to know or to weigh all the possible situations that might come out of it. So it will bring, usually it brings not good consequences or results. For example, when you are about to buy a car, you want to buy a car, you go to the, how do you call the place where we buy cars?
The car shop?
Okay, can be. And I want to buy a car. Show me the ones you have there. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, okay, I want this. Of course, you won't do that. You will plan ahead. You will do the test drive. You will check inside. You will go maybe to the car shop once, twice, 3 times. You will probably ask someone else to go with you and to evaluate the options to help you to choose. So why would we rush into relationships? Why would we rush into something that might last forever if that's your option? And then this person might be thinking, oh, but it's only to start talking with someone or to date. Come on, it doesn't need to be that serious. But do you know, or probably you that is listening to us, do you know how many heartbreaks people go through just because they are not thinking ahead, just because they don't take time to think or to get to know that person properly, just because they are afraid of ending up by themselves? Do you know how many wounds are caused because we don't think ahead, and we, like I was mentioning in the beginning when I started talking, and we just want to move on with something, and then we deal with the consequences in case they come.
We need to understand that it's not because it feels like good that it is good for us. It doesn't mean that apparently this is what I want at the moment, but sometimes what you want at the moment, it's not good for you in the future. So this is what we have been facing in so many people's lives, because they think, but I have a good intention, I have a good emotion, I feel something, and they start immediately a relationship. They start getting involved with someone. They start living immediately with this person, or they start having a life with this person, and they believe that somehow this is going to work out, not seeing or paying attention to things that should be seen before they take such important decision in order to avoid hurt in the future. And when we talk about speed dating, we talk about people who try to avoid certain serious conversations. They try to avoid certain type of questions. They don't want to be, questioned about certain things, because they know this can come against them. But some of these things are extremely important for you to take the right decision for your future. Well, before we talk more about this, let's hear what people are saying out there concerning to this topic.
Straight from the people, straight to you. The word on the street.
Why do you think some people rush into relationships instead of taking their time?
That's actually a really good question, because I'm autistic and I have ADHD, so I often am known for doing that. So I get quite strong emotions, and I feel like if I don't act on those emotions, I'll lose that person. So for me in particular, like that, if that person makes me feel safe, I have very few sort of safe places, so I just want to stay in that headspace. I've had a lot of bad relationships. I'm in one now, like almost immediately, like I felt love, like connection and everything, and I was like, but we were both trying to play it really cool, and after about a month we were like, did you love me? And she was like, yeah, I love you. And I was like, she's like, why have you not said? I was like, because I didn't know if you did. So I think it's like finding someone and making sure that that person stays in your life as like the anchor that you get. And I think it's just an emotional thing. I don't think there's any logic to it. It'd be nice if you could wait for the right person, but I think you only learn how to be a good partner by making mistakes. And if that is the case, that you get in a relationship that doesn't work out, that's the only way you're going to learn. You gotta do both. You've got to wait for the right person, but you've also, there's no point like completely holding out, because if you do, you won't learn anything. You can kind of blow your life up a little bit. Like if you move in with someone and you break up and you have nowhere else to go, obviously that's a housing issue. Like you can literally cause you not have a roof over your head. You can financially lose out quite a lot. You can lose, there's like many ways you can, if it's a bad relationship, you can end up with your job going wrong or something. So like if you're thinking just with your emotions, then yeah, you can cause a lot of things to sort of blow up in your face. But I think you can also find a lot of good.
I think they've probably got unmet needs. That's why they're searching it in somebody else rather than from within. Don't think it's a good idea to rush into love. Love is very individual for everybody, so what might be right for one, not necessarily right for the other, so rushing's never a good idea.
Probably for the want of actually feeling needed. Places like London, you're surrounded by people, but you don't always have the one person to go home to and chat to. So kind of having that idea can be, I suppose, mean more than the reality of the relationship itself. You have to have mutual respect, don't you? You have to have the spark both sides. You have to have, you know, the same weights of the relationship. You know, you can't have a relationship without love, but you can have love without a relationship, can't you? You know, no, you have to trust your gut, don't you? So like, if there's something in your head and in your body that's saying no, well, maybe you're not in the right place. But like, a relationship has its ups and downs. But if someone told me once very wise, said if all of your thoughts don't come out to a net positive, well then you're in the wrong place.
I think that there's always a sense of urgency, especially in a major city with a lot of dating apps and stuff. There's always someone else or something next. So I think that's why that creates that sense of urgency to jump into a relationship, kind of almost stake your claim before, get them off the dating apps before something else comes along. Some people like moving fast, and I think me personally, I'd rather wait for the right person, not be anxious and make sure that it's right for me. But I don't know, if you've got a fast-paced life, you might just have to take opportunities while they come to you. I think you have to go with your gut. I think if you ignore your gut, it's never going to go right. The amount of times when I've met someone and something in the back of my mind has just been like, this doesn't feel right, I'm always proved right. So just trust your instincts. They're there for a reason. I think you could risk like not knowing the person fully, and then you could become very attached to somebody whose values might not be aligned with yours, or who has a different outlook on life, has different aspirations, and then you can find yourself in a situation where you're attached to this person, but where is the future going?
This is the Love Talk Show on Liberty Radio.
And the Love Talk Show, once again, sharing with you what people are thinking about, in this case, this topic, speed dating. And we can think, we should think ahead. And before we do something, we need to know what it will come out of this situation. That's old slogan saying, well, later we see it. We do it, and later if a problem comes, we will see it. If you go to prison, you will find people there and they will explain you what that sentence can be. People who did not think in one moment and they end up doing one silly decision that compromised their future, their marriage, their family, their well-being, and the promised future they had in hands, just because they got angry, just because they want to fight with someone, just because in a silly moment they end up what they shouldn't do. And you see that it's not because you feel like that you should do it. What's the problem, Andrea, of speed dating? What's the problem of getting involved with a person who I meet today and I want to live with this person and I want to start a life with this person? Because if you get used to this type of relationship, you will never take anything seriously. You will never look at this person as a serious person. That relationship, in the same way that was easy to come, it will be easy to go. At the first problem, at the first obstacle, at the first moment that you are not feeling what you were feeling before, it's disposable. I don't need this anymore. You know, the fact of you having several relationships like this, a speed dating, you know, you will lose the essence of what a relationship can be and what the outcome between a couple can be. And obviously with it, humans, the human being start being, how can I say, not having so much value.
And the microwave generation does that, like you were mentioning before, because one day we are with a person and next day, because it doesn't suit me anymore, I can be with someone else. And speed dating can bring another situation that, of course, will reflect in the future of the relationship, but not only that, the future in two people's lives, like the person that is dating, the man, the woman, for example. Because of speed dating, sometimes one night stand, because I went to a party, I got to know that person, we are having fun, so the girl got pregnant, for example. So a speed dating one night stand brought a consequence, a very serious consequence, and you can't go back. You can't turn things around anymore once that happens. So your life, the other person's life, will change forever because of that. And that doesn't mean that, oh, it's a child. Of course, it is a child, a human being, and it's something very serious. So you are compromising three people's future. So it's very important for us to pay attention to this, because sometimes people can become really immature in dealing with these situations and saying, oh, I don't care.
How highly educated they can be,
or how old they are, because nowadays we see 40 years old, 50 years old having this type of mindset, let me just enjoy life, and they had already 2-3 failed relationships, so now I don't want to commitment, I just want to do whatever I want and to be with whoever I can be. So it can bring really bad consequences, and that's something that we really need to bring up.
So we think that you should think about yourself. A person should look about himself, about herself, and see what the outcome of this is. Obviously, if you are starting a speed dating, you know before you start that the chances of you getting hurt are very high. So as everything in life, you want in life a house, a job, a career, a business, your degree, anything in life takes time. Nothing comes from overnight. It's not from overnight that is happening. Everything demands effort, everything demands dedication. And when you do this, obviously, when you invest in something that you know it's the right thing and you are taking the right steps, obviously you will have the profit out of it. And a very structured relationship, it's something that can endure for the rest of your life, and you can be happy together with the person that you love the most. I believe that we can help you.
I've been searching far and wide for love that could only be found in you. Perfect always is your unfailing love. It's all in you, my Jesus. Oh, never changing, never failing. Yeah, yeah. Searching far and wide for love that could only be found so in you. Perfect, always. It's your unfailing love. It's all in you. My Jesus, my Jesus. Oh, never changing, never failing. Oh, your love is all around, yeah. You never my pain, all my mistakes, you washed away, got me singing like, oh, never changing, never failing. All of my scars, all my mistakes, you washed away. You got me singing like, never changing, never failing. Your love is all around, hey, around, around. You never let me go. You turn my life around, around. Yeah. You never let me go. Your love is all around, yeah. Around. You never let me go. You turn my life around, around. You never let me go.
Regarding the Love Therapy Seminar today, how was it for you?
For me, it was a good experience. When the bishop was talking about having confidence and emotional, and some people has put their love life in one side. Mine, that's what I've been doing. Love life is one side. So today I heard the message.
And what will you apply from the message? What are you going to put in practice?
To remove whatever barriers inside and to allow God to work inside of me on that subject, which I've put in a carpet. So I will allow God to come inside and do whatever He needs to be done inside me.
What would you say to someone that is resistant to coming to the Love Therapy?
I would invite them to come. Yes, come and fight for your love life.
Why is it important, you think?
God has said it's not nice to stay on your own, because two together is better than one.
Want to experience the Love Therapy for yourself? Join us every Thursday at 8 p.m. at 232 Seven Sisters Road, Finsbury Park. You'll be inspired.
This is the Love Talk Show on Liberty Radio.
Sometimes in the rush of life, people try to reach certain goals. They try to, achieve something in life, and we often try to use the famous shortcuts, and thinking that we are doing the right thing, feeling that it's the right decision, people end up putting themselves in a very dangerous situation. And usually it is from here that big sufferings are coming and big problems are coming from. People get, entailed among all these problems and sadness and anguish, and feeling deceived and emotionally broken because they, in a moment of life, and usually related to their love life, related to relationships, they rush and they give themselves, they surrender themselves with the wrong person or in the wrong time, and consequences, problems are coming out of this. And I don't know if that's your case. You are listening to the Love Talk Show at the moment. You are driving, you are in your house, you are listening to what we are saying, and you look at yourself and you may feel in this situation. At the moment it seemed that was the right decision. It seemed you were feeling that something was happening and you took a decision based on this. But today maybe your love life is upside down. your marriage, your relationship, the person that you got involved with, or maybe you are completely alone now. Maybe you just came out of a relationship that was a failure and you suffered a lot. Maybe you did not want to break up, but it ended up that you had to for the things that were happening. But you look at yourself now and you see this brokenness from within. You see things are not going well. And your desire is not to have a speed dating. Your desire is to have established life. Your desire is to form your own family. Your desire is to find a person that you can respect, be respected by this person, and together, as usually we say, to build beautiful things. And when we say we believe this is possible, it's because we have been witnessing this. We have been even living this. And when we say it's possible for a person to change his life or her life, it's not because we are promising something, it's because it's a belief. And this is what we've seen in Layla's life.
And everyone that gives their testimony of overcoming everything that they have been through, it's amazing, Peter, it's amazing. Every time that we listen to someone sharing their story, it brings hope to people also that are listening to us. Maybe you have been broken so many times, like Peter was mentioning, and you don't know what to do anymore. You don't want to be involved in these speed dating, speed relationships, speed choices, because they make you suffering at the end of the day, and you want to be wiser or to make wiser decisions. So sometimes it's not possible in the environment that you are living in at the moment, the household that sometimes you have been grown on at, and you find it very difficult. But the thing is, when you listen to these people giving their testimony, so hope starts arising within you. And I believe you probably think, as one day I also thought, it can be possible for me also to overcome everything from within and to start making wise choices and to start reaping the fruits, because you tried to make wise choices, but you didn't reap the fruit because you didn't have the perseverance, the constance in doing something. But when you learn the right steps to start and to finish, and when you start working on yourself, and not targeting people or just moving from relationship to relationship, but to heal your wounds, so that's the moment when you are going to give right steps, steady steps, and for sure, we believe, at least that's what we believe in, you will start reaping the good fruits, starting within yourself, with peace, with joy, making the right choices at the right time.
Let's hear Layla's story.
I grew up with both my parents. We had like a happy family, but then eventually they separated. So my mum moved to the UK. My dad wasn't really a father figure because he would be traveling, having different families. And when myself and my siblings were in Uganda, we were very distant, even though we were living together. But because we were moving from house to house, our relationship wasn't stable. When my mum moved to the UK, she was fighting for us to come to live with her. Then eventually we moved to the UK. It was enjoyable to spend time with her, even though majority of the time she wasn't home because she was working. My older sister, she went to her college, I started my school. Even me and my twin, we were very separate. We would never do stuff together. And with that, I kind of just got over it. I ended up not caring as time went on. I was this bubbly girl, friendly, so it wasn't even a problem for me to have friends. It was nice being in school. Everything is exciting. The environment is exciting. My mom, as time went on, she started working a lot more. I would barely see her. I would spend more time with my friends. I felt more love for my friends than my own family. Then I started college, and that's when everything went upside down. I was just very insecure because I had friends that I really looked up to or wanted to be like them. And with that, it was just bringing a lot of sadness and emptiness, even in terms of the love I received it from my friends, but it wasn't the same. Why can I not receive this from my family? At this point, I was already coming to the Universal Church because my mom had invited us to come. I enjoyed everything they were doing, but I never took anything serious. I ended up getting into a relationship. I was attending the church, but also I was doing my own thing outside. I ended up getting pregnant, which was the worst moment of my life because I felt so disappointed with myself. Emotionally, it got draining because I didn't speak to the assistant that was helping me at the time. I didn't have the confidence to tell my family that this is what is happening. I couldn't tell my friends at the time that this is happening with me. Part of it, I was scared to be judged because they knew I was coming to church as well. A few months after, ended up getting into another relationship where I got pregnant again and then I had an abortion. But with this, I didn't feel anything. Even if I felt like I was gonna die, it was just like, it is what it is. I was trying to look for God because I was so empty. What was causing me to give it another try is the testimonies that I would hear, the way how everything was broken down. It gave me this understanding. The only way I'm gonna be able to remain is when I have the Holy Spirit. I need to let go of anything that may connect me back to the world. I just had a fear, like what if this doesn't work? But God kept on assuring me, if you do as I tell you, you're going to receive the Holy Spirit. When Bishop announced the fast of Daniel, he never said that it's going to be 21 days, but he said whenever lockdown lifts, then that's when it will end. And I went in with full faith. God was able to give me the strength. Every single time I was cutting off something, God will give me the confidence to let go of other things. At that point, I had lost the desire for the wrong things, being in relationships, doing the wrong things, lying. I was having more the desire to do the things of God. Every single day I was fasting because I had the thirst for God to be able to fill me. I came that Sunday very determined. I just believed God was gonna honor. After receiving the Holy Spirit, I just had the assurance, not only that He was my Father, but He gave me the most precious gift, which was salvation. I felt chosen for just that. With my broken life that I gave to Him, He gave me His Holy Spirit to be able to dwell inside of me. Who I am right now, I'm just a genuine happy person because God has filled that peace inside of me. Even though I have problems, I just know God is guiding me. Even how I am with my family is so different with my mom, with my siblings, my sister that I never used to speak to. We're very close. I work in UCLH, which is one of the best hospitals in England, and God was able to give me that vision to go for it. God has been able to use me as an assistant in the church to be able to help others. And having the Holy Spirit has been the best thing that's ever happened to me.
I see your fingerprints, the work of your hands, it's all in your hands. I see the evidence, leaving nothing to chance. The world's in your hands. So I rest in your promises. Now I am sure of this, I'm yours. Let the waters rise, I will stand as the oceans roar. Let the earth shake beneath me, let the mountains fall. You are God over the storm, and I am yours. I hear the voice of love calling me home to where I belong. It cripples every fear, and the ones who will kneel will walk away healed. So I rest in your promises. Now I am sure of this, I'm yours. No power strong enough to separate me from your love. I'm yours. So and obey at the command of my Father. Father, I set my feet upon your mighty name. So let the rain fall harder, harder. So take my everything, my flesh and blood. I lay me down on the altar, altar. I am forever covered in your love. So let the rain fall. So let the waters rise. I will stand as the oceans roar. Let the earth shake beneath me. Let the mountains fall. You are God over the storm, and I am yours. Let the waters rise. I will stand as the oceans roar. Let the earth shake beneath me. Let the mountains fall. You are God over the storm, and I am yours. You are God over the storm, and I am yours.
This is the Love Talk Show on Liberty Radio.
Well, Layla's story or real story teaches us that it's possible to use faith. It's possible to, believe in God. It's possible to believe that there is a better future. Her story shows us that from inside out, a change can happen. And that's why she's sharing this with us. So I would like to let you know that every day the Help Center has its doors open since 6:30 in the morning until the end of the day. All day long, you can pop in whenever you want. At any time, you will have someone to talk to here. One of our advisors can talk to you and give the instructions and teach you the steps as Layla once learned. Our love therapy is happening on Thursday. Although the Help Center is open every single day and we have many services throughout the week and throughout the day, on Thursday, 8 p.m., we have a special service called the Love Therapy. And we would like to invite you to take part of this event, of this special meeting. This Thursday, Bishop Ellen will be, giving you steps and some guidance for you to know where and how to put it into practice in order that when this person, regardless if they are married, single, if they are living with someone or not, but once they put it into practice, they can see the other side of the coin and maybe achieving a better life as Layla.
So it is possible, as one day we also were here and we also learned the steps in order to change our own life. So 232 Seven Sisters Road, Finsbury Park. We are here in the Rainbow Theatre. It's a very well-known place here in London, and we also have a team of people that is ready to talk to you and to advise you in whatever you need, and is totally for free. The participation in the Love Therapy at 8 p.m. and also the advice.
This is the Love Talk Show on Liberty Radio. Real stories, real dilemmas, real solutions. Only on the Dear Love Talk Show.
How can someone tell the difference between a difficult season and a relationship that is no longer healthy or sustainable?
So how can someone tell the difference between a difficult season and a relationship that is no longer healthy or sustainable? When we talk about healthy, of course, it's not only the red flags that we usually talk about. It's not only about the signs, because that you can tell, you can see, you can observe, and you can make a decision upon while you are getting to know the person or while you are dating. But once you are already in a relationship or a serious relationship, you need to ponder if something is happening that is unhealthy. For example, lies, for example, violence, for example, any kind of suspicious behavior, because you suspect that the person is betraying you, for example, there is disrespect, so it's no longer healthy or sustainable. Now, a difficult season involves, for example, a clash in personality, but the person is still willing to listen to you, to understand you. Sometimes people say, oh, we still love each other. Yes, but again, is it a healthy and sustainable relationship, or there is something that is threatening you, threatening the people you love, threatening your own freedom of choices, for example, or the person is imposing, is being violent again. So that's a difference between a difficult season and a healthy, no longer healthy and sustainable relationship. If it's a difference in personality, but you can still work around it, to talk to each other and sort it, so it's only a difficult season. But like we spoke about before, if you attend the love therapy, we believe, because we have been learning a lot, how to deal with each other and how to overcome difficult moments. So it's up to you to make this assessment and to understand if it's time to put a stop in the relationship, or to fight for it in a different way and to address it in a different and a wiser way.
Well, obviously that not knowing the details of what
Yes.
exactly is going on, it's a little bit difficult for us to say it's one or the other,
Yes.
because this sometimes depends on one's perspective, and they don't see the other side of the coin too. But yes, I agree with Andrea when she says if you are facing a difficult moment in your marriage, doesn't mean necessarily that is the end of the line. It's a problem, it's an obstacle, and you have to sit, you have to talk, you have to work out together to solve this problem, either if it's a financial problem, a family problem, or a difficult moment between behaviors or character or personalities. But it's up to you. It's an effort that both of you can do, and you can solve it. If it's something that is going beyond your dignity, it putting your integrity on the line, so in that case it's different. But you can always pop in at UCKG Help Center, and one of our advisors will be available to talk to you and to see the situation with more details, and being able to give you also a better advice. Well, the Love Talk Show is now reaching the end. Don't forget, this coming Thursday at 8 p.m. we have the Love Therapy Seminar that will start 8 p.m. and everyone is invited to come. May God bless you all. The Love Talk Show comes tomorrow at 10 p.m. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I've been drifting with
That's a wrap on today's Love Talk show, where every conversation brings you closer to intelligent love. We'll be back soon with more love, more truth, and more talk. Until next time, keep practicing intelligent love.